Vehicle accident and you need some repairs? Is your paint chipping? Or you just need a new paint job? Do you need a windshield replaced or repaired? Then guess what? Call Marty's Body and Glass Shop. Located at 1017 Morrill Street here in Fordyce, Arkansas, Marty's is here for you. This family-owned, customer-friendly Christian business always put God first and lives by the scriptures, John 3:16. They're open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Marty and his group of certified paint, body, and glass workers has a combined 30 years of experience, and they know what it takes to get the job done. So call Marty's today at 870-352-2443. After hours emergency number is 870-820-1288. And you can also find them on Facebook. So call Marty's today and let them help get your vehicle back on the road. Guess what? It's almost deer season again. And if you want the right stand to get that big buck, call Jay and his crew at Fordyce Muffler Shop. Having the right deer stand when it comes to hunting is very important. Safety, quality, durability says it all. So call Fordyce Muffler Shop today and get your custom built deer stand ready for those big bucks. Call 870-352-5733 or stop by 1414 Highway 79 here in Fordyce, Arkansas at Fordyce Muffler Shop, where they don't do just mufflers. Also home of Lago Creek Blinds. Looking for a great fish, produce, and bait shop? Tired of running all over town trying to find what you need? Wish you can get it all in one place? Well, search no more. Stanfield's Fish Market can help. At Stanfield Fish Market, they are dedicated to supplying clients throughout central and southern Arkansas with the goods and items you need for your family and pets. From garden supplies to feed, they are proud to have what you need in one place. Remember, they're not just a fish market. They have feed, plants, produce, bait, tackle, and much, much more. They have a variety of items in their market, including deer corn, live crawfish, bedding plants, dog food, and much, much more. Their staff will be happy to assist you with finding exactly what you're looking for. So, that's Stanfield Fish Market, located at 710 Morton Street here in Fordyce, Arkansas. They're open Tuesday through Friday, 8 o'clock a.m. until 5:30 p.m. and on Saturdays, 8 a.m. until 2 p.m. So stop by Stanfield Fish Market here in Fordyce, and remember, if Stanfield don't have it, he'll find a way to get it. It's summertime, and what do we like to do when it's summertime? We like to ride around in a clean ride. So, hey, reach out to the King. That's right, King Detail here in Fordyce, Arkansas. He's located at 807 West 4th Street across from Matt Butcher's. Guys, reach out to King Detail to get your car washed, waxed, buffed, shampooed, or heat tint windows. That's right, guys. To protect your interior, guys, get your car windows tinted. And guys, he also does steam washings. So, if you want your car clean, please take it to the King at King Detail, located at 807 West 4th Street here in Fordyce, Arkansas. That number again is 870-885-0452. Need brakes fixed, alternator replaced, oil change, tie rods, ball joints, or much, much more? Call Stuckey's Automotive here in Fordyce, Arkansas. With more than 30 years of experience, Stuckey's and his certified licensed mechanics knows exactly what it takes to get your vehicle back running. He's located at 409 Overpass here in Fordyce, Arkansas. Hours of operations are Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. until and by appointments on Saturdays. And don't forget, Stuckey's also offers towing services. So give Stuckey's a call today at 870-250-1870. That's 870-250-1870. And remember, Stuckey's motto is, get them in and get them out. Are you looking for some great insurance coverage and you live in the Fordyce, Arkansas or surrounding areas? Well, search no more. contact Milton Insurance Agency. Milton Insurance Agency is committed to providing you with the highest quality insurance plans available, combined with some of the lowest possible rates. Whether you're shopping for auto insurance, home insurance, health or life insurance, or business insurance, they can help you obtain the best coverage available with the lowest rate possible. Located at 314 North Spring Street here in Fordyce, Arkansas, Milton Insurance Agency truly value the long-term relationship with their clients and are proud to give families, individuals, and businesses the personal attention required when it matters most. When claims arise, they realize that it can be very stressful and will do everything possible to assure timely and complete recovery. Here are a few more coverages they provide: business auto insurance, builder's risk insurance, commercial property insurance, ATV insurance, classic car insurance, motorcycle insurance, and the list goes on and on. So stop what you're doing and get your free quote today. Give Milton Insurance a call at 870-352-2155. That's 870-352-2155. You can also find them on Facebook or check out their website. That's www.miltonins.com. Are you ready to get started in the healthcare field and you would like to take the Certified Nursing Assistant class to get certification? If so, contact the Greenhouse Colleges of Southern Hills in Rising, Arkansas. They are now accepting applications for a free CNA class, yes, free, with a guaranteed job. If you would like more information, contact Marlena Garrett at 870-325-6202. Come and be a part of a team that cares about their elders. If you're looking for a home in the Houston, Texas or Dallas, Texas area, contact Michelle Goodman Lambert and her Lambert team. They are ready to work for you. If you're looking for a beautiful home, then guess what? You need the best realtor out there. Look no further than Michelle and her Lambert team, a team of professionals that knows the ins and outs when it comes to buying you and your family the home of your dreams. They will be honored to assist you. And don't forget, Michelle also holds the designation of MRP, that's Military Relocation Professional. She has the ability to explain to you VA financing and can direct you to the best lender. She can also identify and provide services that help service members to relocate, sell, and purchase suitable homes for their families. She's also a mobile public notary. So, for your free consultation, contact Michelle and the Lambert team today at 832-651-7648. Remember, she changed lives, one family at a time. Are you in the mood for a new car, truck, SUV, or something else? It's time to call Teeter Motor Company. Located at 1512 West Moline Street in Malvern, Arkansas, Teeter Motor Company would love for you to come and check out its large inventory of new and pre-owned vehicles. Come meet the guys. Why drive to Little Rock when you can make the short drive to Malvern and find out why they say the deals are always sweeter? They have a well-equipped showroom, modernized service department, and experienced staff. They also offer lucrative deals for their customers. So, if you're searching for a new or used car dealer, contact Teeter Motor Company in Malvern, Arkansas. They are just a phone call or website away. Call 501-458-4289 or go to their website. That's www.teetermotors.com. Hours of operations are Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. until 6 p.m. and on Saturdays, 8 a.m. until 5 p.m. So remember, the deals are always sweeter at Teeter. Do you have questions about Medicare? If you have Medicare or will be eligible for Medicare soon, you might want to call Patrick Milton at Milton Insurance. Patrick has been helping people select a Medicare plan that is a good fit for them for over 5 years. He makes Medicare easy. Patrick is a local independent sales agent. He does not work for an insurance company. He works for your best interests. There is never a charge for his services. Call Patrick today at 870-352-2155. That's 870-352-2155. Not employed by Medicare or any other government agency. By calling this number, you will be connected with Patrick Milton, a local sales agent. No obligations. Remember, that number is 870-352-2155. That's 870-352-2155. Family is important, and that's why at Marty's Body and Glass here in Fordyce, Arkansas, they treat you like family. Understanding the customer needs is what's important to Marty and his team. That's why they give you nothing but the best of service. So stop by today for an estimate, and while you're there, meet their newest member of their team, technician estimator Tommy Rowland. With many years of experience, Tommy is ready to serve you and the Fordyce community as well as the surrounding areas. So give them a call today at 870-352-2443 or stop by 1017 Morrill Street in Fordyce, Arkansas. So remember, if you want to be served with dignity and class, stop by Marty's Body and Glass. Get ready, Camden, Arkansas, and surrounding areas. The Greater Bradley District Association presents the Greater Bradley District Choir 50th celebration. When? Sunday, July 10th. Time, 3 o'clock p.m. Place, Greater New Calvary, Church of God in Christ, 3150 Highway 7, South Camden, Arkansas. And guess what? This is a free, yes, free event featuring Emmy Award-winning, Dove Award-winning, and #1 Billboard Gospel Hits artist, Ernest Pugh. You don't want to miss this great worship experience. So get there early and don't be late. We will see you there. Attention, all RNs and LPNs in Rising, Arkansas and surrounding areas. The Greenhouse Colleges of Southern Hills and Rising, Arkansas is looking for full-time night nurses with a $2,500 sign-on bonus. Yes, a $2,500 sign-on bonus, and plus shift differential pay. You must be full-time to receive these benefits. For more information, call 870-325-6202. That's 870-325-6202. Come and be a part of a team that cares about their elders. What's up, everybody? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. What's happening? What's happening? It's Wednesday. That's right, guys. It's Hump Day. Hump Day. Hump Day in the house. So good to see everybody this morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Y'all, it's been hot. It's been hot. I know everybody been noticing that. It's been hot. The 90-degree days, guys, they saying next week it's going to be even hotter. It's going to be like 97, 98 all week. So you better get ready. I gotta go buy some water. We don't drink all the water in the house. We gotta go get some bottled water. Y'all, it's been dangerously hot. So y'all be mindful and be careful out there because it is extremely hot. I'm telling you. You know, if you out there fishing or mowing your grass or whatever, just be hydrated. Make sure you're drinking plenty of liquids. Make sure you're drinking plenty of liquids because it is extremely hot. You know, the 4th of July weekend. What's up there, paparazzi queen, Miss Tanika Tyranda? I know you had a good 4th of July weekend. Y'all had a 4th of July. Y'all had a good weekend. Me and KBI weekend, it insisted of crashing on the couch and cooking in the kitchen. You know, I cooked some ribs, but they was in the kitchen. I didn't get on no grill. No, it was just too hot. I'm serious. It was just too hot outside. You know, then COVID is going around, guys. I'm telling you, guys, there's so many people dealing with COVID. It is unreal. And the scary part about it is a lot of people don't know they got it. That's what's been scary is that you don't know. I mean, some people are like they feeling fine. I talked to a young man last week, and he had been dealing with COVID, and he said that he didn't have no symptoms, zero. He just happened to go to a checkup, and they did a checkup on him and come back positive for COVID. And he said, man, I ain't have no symptoms. So that's the scary part about it because when you feel fine and don't have any symptoms, what are you going to do? You're going to spread it. And so that's the scary thing about it, you know, and everything. So, guys, y'all just be careful. Be careful, be careful, be careful. You know, it's really crazy. And then think about it, y'all. Look at that. We just had another mass shooting, guys. I mean, another mass shooting in Highland Park, guys, at the 4th of July parade, guys. It was 8 hours after the gunman killed 6 people and wounded dozens more by firing a high-powered rifle from the rooftop on top of a crowd attending a Highland Park 4th of July parade. Police pulled over and peacefully arrested a man in Lake Forest. They said was a suspect in one of the worst mass shootings in Illinois' history. Man, people is shooting up, folks. Y'all, I'm telling you, y'all, it's crazy. At 6:45 p.m., the Highland Park police said a person of interest identified as Robert E. Bobby Krimmel III, 21, had been taken into custody without incident. Guys, he was on top of the building firing down into a crowded parade. What are you going to do about that? There ain't too much you can do about that. You don't know when this stuff is going to happen, and it's happening daily. I mean, this you just don't know. And I mean, my question to you guys, okay, they just signed some more bills in Congress saying that to buy an assault rifle, now you have to be 21. I think that's still. I think the age should have been raised to at least 25. That's just my opinion. I think the age should have been raised to 25. That's just my opinion. But everybody to each his own. You know, we're gun-toting crazy. You know, Americans. You know, so we love our guns. But I think the age should have been to 21. You know, I mean 25. That's just my take on it. You know, raising the age to 21. You know, then there's some more things they're trying to work on. But I understand with gun lobbyists and everything, it's really hard to get anything passed when it comes down to guns. So I do understand that. You know, that is definitely understandable. So right now it's almost like we'll take what we can get. But it may save some lives, but it won't save all. And that's the sad thing about it is you got so many guns out there. So many guns out there. And the problem is not the gun. The problem is the person with the gun. I strongly believe that. You know, I don't believe the problem is the gun. I think the problem is the person that carry the gun. And if we don't evaluate the individuals that carry the guns, these are incidents that can happen. And so it's just so easy to access a gun because they said in this Highland Park shooting, this individual got the gun legally.
So simple as that. So y'all, I'm telling you, when y'all out there in these crowds, I'm telling you, I just think I've gotten to the point I don't even like going out in big crowds and walking in big crowds. I don't got to the point I don't even like doing it. Because if you notice all of the shootings, you remember about, man, it's been about maybe 5 years ago. You remember the shooter that opened fire on a concert? It was a concert. He was in a building and he killed so many people. So I'm just terrified of these crowded places. Good morning, Miss Betty Warner. What's up, Talisha Thomas, Aaron Reinhardt, Marcella Moore, Margie. What's up, Reg Holman? Good morning, Margie Stringer Sanders. Good morning with you guys. What's up? Good to see you guys this morning. So good to see everybody this morning. We're just talking about the latest shooting that just took place, guys. The gunman, he's charged as 7th victim died. So 7 people has died in the Highland Park shooting, guys. It happened over these past few days, guys. So, man. So let me ask y'all this. I know a lot of times, a lot of y'all just get on, you just watch. You don't like to say a lot, but any ideas? What do you guys think when it comes down to gun violence? I mean, just put it on the line right now. What do you think? I mean, don't be shy. There's no stupid answer. You just never know. What do you think that literally can curb some of this gun violence? Or you just don't know. I mean, if you don't know, that's fine. Just say, I don't know. But what would you do? What would you do? What would you do if you were sitting on a panel and they came across you and they say, Sandra Luckett, Aaron Reinhardt, Betty Warner, Talisha, Aaron, Reg, Tanika, what would you say that you think in your mind and in your heart that can make things better when it comes down to this? And I know, all right, let's see what Aaron says. Quit sentencing them to life and take theirs. An eye for an eye. I ain't shy. All right, Aaron says start killing them. Start killing them. Point blank. Eye for an eye. All right. We got Margie says no guns, period. So that's what I'm asking. I mean, just your heart. Just speak from your heart. I mean, that's the thing. Nobody really wants to speak on it or wants to give out the ideas of what can they do. My thought on it is raise the gun age to 25. I mean, I'm serious. Raise the gun age to 25. When I say raise it to 25, I mean make it illegal where if you are under the age of 25, you can go to jail if you get caught with a gun. I'm talking about stiff laws. That is very stiff laws. I'm talking about make it that way. That's just my opinion. And then excruciating background checks. I'm talking about if you was in a mental institution as a teenage kid and they find out you don't need a gun. I'm talking about if you had issues where you was killing animals or something. I'm serious, y'all. These are, if you go back and look at a lot of these young men that's shooting individuals, they got some issues going on. But they don't use that against them, and these kids end up slaughtering people. So, extensive background, when you find out something, and then I also believe that if you are a parent and you have guns at home, that's where a lot of these young men get these guns from, is in the home environment. And so if you don't safely secure your guns or your weapons, it's so many things that can be done to really solve some of this. But everybody's afraid to talk about guns. But nevertheless, let's push on. Don't worry about it. A lot of people don't like to comment on guns, and a lot of people just don't have an answer to it. They just don't even know what to say about it. And I get that. I get that. I definitely do, guys. I really do. I definitely get that. All right, guys. It is happy birthday or anniversary. Anybody got any happy birthdays? Anybody got any anniversaries? If you do, let us know. We want to tell you happy birthday or happy anniversary to you. You know, if you turn a little bit older, if you got a little bit older, let us know here on the Chuck Show. You know, raise the law to 65, then they will be ready. Mario said raise the age to 65. That's about right, girl. You about right on that, Marge. Marge said raise the age to 65. They'll be ready by then. You know, they'll be ready by then, man. You know, but really though, on the real, y'all, okay, I know a lot of people couldn't answer the question about the gun, but your opinion about this. Let me ask your opinion about this. What do you think fairly, you guys know what age I said, but what do you think would be a fair age for a young man or a young woman to purchase a gun? Just be fair about saying it. And also, Jabario, them, they're still having the Drew County is holding a baby formula drive, Hope Place of Monticello, Arkansas. They'll be greatly appreciative if you donate Enfamil, NeuroPro, Enfamil General Ease, or any store brand equivalent to help support needy mothers. You can cash out me, the Joe Show, and I'll make sure they get it. We did last week. Thank you so much, Tanika Tyronna, for your donation to this drive. And you can also reach out to them guys and get it to Jamario and drop it off the formula at the office. And thanks in advance. This week is the last week. We want to go out with a big donation to them. Thank you. All right. So we asking. Mario said 65. Tanika said about 30. Mario said, okay, now only a few people come in. That's cool. But do you understand what I'm saying? That the age is definitely too low. I mean, you got kids is 21 years old walking around with a conceal. I think they need to raise the age for the concealed permit. I think you need to be at least 25 or older to get a concealed weapons permit. I'm telling you guys, because you got young men walking around here just waiting on somebody to bust a move, and then they're gonna shoot somebody. And they got permits. So they need to raise the age, getting a permit. They need to do all of that. All of that need to be raised. Things can be done. They're not doing it. Thank you guys for answering that. I appreciate you so much. You know. All right, guys, if we have no birthdays, we're going to move on. But yeah, guys, it is really. Margie says, happy birthday to my son, Markelan. I hope I said that right. Markelan Christian Sanders. He's 15 today. I hope I said that right. Did I say, is it Markelan? Markelan? I hope I didn't. Margie, make sure you correct me. You know, we got Jamarcus, 18 in the military. Those young men and young ladies have different mindsets. You're right. When they come out, they definitely have different mindsets. I always say when it comes down to the young men and young women in the military, you know, when they in the military on operations, if you want to put a gun in their hand, that's what you do. But when they out and back in society, All right, Tanika says, Bree asked if she could get a gun. I told her, hell no. Don't do it. Because, and you know what? And the thing about it is this right here. Parents, you know your kids. You know your kids' temperament and everything, you know. And Markelan, Chris Sean. Okay, I got you, Margie. You know your kids' temperament. You know if they got a hot temper. You know if they need a gun or not. You know, I say when you get grown, you know, get yourself a gun. You know, if you got parents at home, you know you got kids with short tempers and quick tempers and stuff, but you want to go out and buy them guns. I saw this. It was a state trooper in another city. He he went out and he purchased his son a handgun. And his son was like 16 or 17, and they would go out on the shooting range. So he started having a lot of behavior problems with this kid. So that's why he did it. He figured, if I get him and take him out shooting and learn how to use a gun, and maybe they'll keep him calm and all this. Well, he bought this young man a gun, and they went out to the shooting range, and the kid learned how to handle the gun and everything. Tell me why come later on this man had to shoot his own son and kill his own son because his son had beat up his wife real bad. And when he got home, the son come out with the gun and he had to shoot and kill his own son. Now you think about that. He bought a gun to help his son and end up basically when he bought that gun, it ended up ending his son's life. So, you got these issues with your young man or young lady. Not saying that everybody got issues with their kids or whatever. But me, whether I'm having issues or not, I don't have a kid at home with no gun. Simple as that. I mean, nah. So if you got one, I'm telling you, you can so easily. I got a gun and I have literally misplaced it. I'm talking about go crazy looking for it, trying to make sure I find it before the kids come over, because I keep it locked in the truck. When the kids here, I lock it up, so when you do have a handgun or something, you got to keep up with it. You really do. And I kick myself sometimes because I'm like, which vehicle that I leave it in and stuff like that. So it's so easy to misplace it. And so you have to make sure you know exactly where they are, so if you have one, so, all right. Guys, I'm going to ask y'all a question. I mean, I know we had talked to a few people on here. Let's see. I want to read some of these pretty lengthy statements. Ali, my youngest, was 20. Well, was like 24, raised knowing about guns and gun safety her whole life, and it still worries me. I know. We got grown boys too, and they have, one of them carry guns, and worry me about, where you get into it with somebody. If you could be, whether it's your fault or not. You could, you just worry about that, especially when it comes down to your kids, So, all right, guys, we're going to push on. We're going to push on. It was a statement I had made, and I was going to read this to you guys. And it says, you can't fix grown folks' problems, but you can definitely listen to them. And I'm going to tell you why come I just said that. Hold on. Sandra says, until these lawmakers stop taking all this funding from the NRA and get serious about stricter gun laws, nothing is going to change. Meanwhile, the majority is yelling about their right to bear arms, and they don't want to hear that. And you're right about that. So true. Thank you so much for that, Sandra Luckett. I'm going to tell you guys the reason why come I said that you can't fix grown folks' problems, but you can definitely listen to them. I'm not going to say any name, but over this past weekend, we had a young man who's related to me. He took his own life, and if you don't mind, guys, put up some prayer hands for the family that this happened to. And I said I was going to speak a little bit about suicide, whether suicide prevention or paying attention to the signs. Because one thing I tell you, if somebody is going to take their own life, you're probably not going to stop them. But it's sad to get the news. Our thoughts and prayers go out. I don't know if this has been mentioned on social media, so I'm not going to say the name of the young man or the family. I'm just going to say our thoughts and prayers go out to that family here in the city of Fordyce, Arkansas. Well-known young man. And I hadn't searched the internet to see, because normally I wait until I see somebody do a post, whether or not I decide to speak on it. So I'm not going to speak on his name or his family name out of respect of the family. But everybody knows that someone, done this. So, he is my third cousin. You don't know. I just had spoke to this young man about a week ago in the dollar store. We was in there talking about vehicles, and he had seen my truck, and you know, having a good time, laughing, and you just don't know, guys. You just don't know. That's why I tell everybody, man, y'all try to treat people decent because you never know. The last time you see somebody might be the last time you see somebody. Let me say that again. The last time you see somebody could be the last time you see somebody. So, you just don't know. And I'm gonna tell you, pay attention to what your young people write on social media, and pay attention to what they're saying, uh, because messages can be sent that ain't nothing wrong with that boy. That girl always saying something, whatever. But like I say, you can't probably you can't fix grown people problems, but at least you can be an ear. At least you can be an ear. And that's one thing that the time that I spoke with him at the store, I just wish something would have been said that could have changed his thoughts and mind about taking his own life. But you don't know what an individual going through. You know um, that's why we always say treat people with dignity and respect, because you never know what they're going through. You don't want to be that straw that breaks the camel back, because you just don't know. You just do not know. When somebody is on the edge. And sometimes we can be so prideful that we can't speak to somebody when we're going through something. If you don't have a spouse, if you don't have a mother or father, somebody to allow to talk to, and that's why I come as a parent, and I say this all the time. That's why I come as a parent, and I want you guys who agree with me on this. I just need you to put up 100. You don't tell your children everything about your past. You don't do that. Because don't you know sometimes if you tell your child all the horrible stuff that you done and you did, don't you know that they may not even feel comfortable coming to you and talking to you about something? They may feel like you can't even help them. So that's why I say you don't share everything with your babies, with your kids. You don't tell everything with your kids. Some people be like, I used to do this. I used to be a prostitute. Why you want to tell your daughter that? If she don't know that, your daughter don't know that you used to be a prostitute. Keep that to yourself. Your baby don't need that. She don't need that stigma on her. Where somebody else gonna tell. Well, you know what? Let somebody else tell them. I used to sell drugs. I used to run around with all these women. Why you want to tell your son that you're planting seeds? You're planting seeds inside your baby's mind and your head and their heads, and that's something that they got to deal with. Because when as soon as they start doing it, you know what they're gonna look at you and say, "Well, you used to do it. Now you're mad." But you don't share it all. You don't sit around and smoke the joint with them. You don't sit around and have drinks with your child, and now they cussing you out. It's all about respect. So I know I said all that to basically get to, you don't share everything that went on in your life with your children. You don't. You got your kids got to have an avenue. If you're not your kid's avenue, who is? Because I'm gonna tell you this: you got to be a parent. You got to be a parent. You got to be somebody that your child can come talk to. If you got your fence built up so high and your ego so high, your child can't come talk to you. Your child end up doing something very stupid. We're going to fuss at our kids. We're going to get on to our kids. We're going to let them know how we feel. But you still have to allow them to speak to you. Because if they don't speak to you, they're going to talk to the wrong person. So be mindful of that. I just wanted to say that. I don't know where that came from. But, we can get so upset at our kids. We be so upset. But I know if you're upset, but you would rather your child come to you than go to somebody else. And next thing you know, you hear about something bad going on. That's the way I look at that. So, cause our kids can show upset us sometimes, but at the end of the day, they still yours. They still yours at the end of the day. They still yours. All right, guys, let's move on. We're going to get out to our first topic. Are y'all ready for the topic? Are you ready for the topic? We got two good topics, and we're going to get through to them, too. We're going to get through to them. We're going to get through them today. All right, first topic. I'm finna go ahead on, and I'm finna read it, and we're going to dive right into it. Woman writes, Joe, I've been married for 6 years. My husband and I are very trustworthy individuals, but we do have lines we don't cross. Well, here's my question, Joe. My husband's 20-year class reunion is coming up, and several of the festivities are at our home. May I add, my husband's ex-wife is one of his classmates. He was with her during their first 10-year class reunion. Well, Joe, come to find out, she will be coming to our home for the class reunion festivities. Joe, my husband came to me and asked if this bothers me. He said if it did, he would tell the coordinator to let her know not to come. I told him, let me think about it. What do you think, Joe? Should I allow her in my home or not? Okay. So we have a lady. She's been married to this man for 6 years. And she wasn't with him, of course, on his 10-year class reunion because he was married to one of his classmates. Now he's no longer married to her. He's married to her. Now, a lot of the festivities they're going to be having, they're going to do it at their house. All the classmates are coming to do it, so they must have a real nice place and all that. So his ex-wife is a part of that class in the reunion. So she will be coming to their home. So he went to his wife and said, if you're uncomfortable with this, I will get with the coordinator and tell her to make sure she's not coming. It's on you, what you want me to do. So she told him, let me think about it. Let me think about it. So let's see what you guys got to say. Let's help out, this young lady. Let's see what Sandra Luckett said. Sandra said, it's a class reunion. If everyone is not invited, they should not have volunteered their home to host anything pertaining to the class reunion. So Sandra said, hey, it's a class reunion. If everybody is not going to be invited, then why even have it there at your home? All right. Good answer, Sandra. Good answer. Aaron says, that would be horrible if everybody can't come. Hey, lady, you going to speak to the people you ain't spoken in a while.
Hey, everybody. Good morning.
She's heading out.
Gotta go to work.
You feel okay?
Yes.
Okay.
Love you.
All right. Love you too. Bye. Be careful. She's heading out in her colors. I don't like them shoes. She gonna holler, I don't care. See you later, girl. Be careful. All right, let's read Aaron. Aaron said, that would be horrible if everybody can't come. It needs to be held somewhere everybody is welcome to. All right. So, I've heard of this. I've heard of people like having a pool at their house, and so the class reunion end up at someone's house. Am I not crazy? I'm not crazy. I've heard of this before. I know a lot of people. I've heard certain people have like a class reunion, and they be like, everybody meet me at my house. And so I've heard of this before. This is nothing strange. Then some people do have a venue to go to or whatever, So what do you guys think? Her question is, should she allow this woman to her home? Or do she tell her husband, nah, I don't want to hear. All right, I'm going to weigh in because I want to get to my second topic. I'm going to weigh in, and I'm going to say this before. I see we got a few more people typing, but when you get ready to comment, I will definitely read it. But I'm going to go and give my opinion about it so I can get to my second topic. In a situation like this right here, you knew that this woman was your ex. You knew that this woman is a part of your class. So, with that being said, hey, that's a lot better, girl. That's a lot. Thank you. KB changed. See, I told her I didn't like the shoes she had on. Them are pretty. I like those. You did good job. See, I do stuff like that. I'm like Red Fox. I'm a coordinator. And so Marcella says, let her come. The way I take things like this is you got to examine your husband. The first question you should ask your husband is, would you allow my ex-husband to come? And it's kind of an unfair question, to be honest with you, because he's probably gonna say yes, because obviously it's not bothering him. But I respect him for going to her and asking her, will this make you uncomfortable? And he's willing to tell her she can't come over there. I'm sure this isn't going to be all of the festivities that's going on. This is just some of the festivities that's going on. So in the case of a situation like this right here, you thinking about it, you wondering what you should do. In a situation like this right here, he came to you and asked you. He respected you enough to come to you to ask you. So I would say allow her to come, and as long as she respect your house. If she don't respect your house, then ask her to leave. But as long as she respect your home, respect your husband, it's about class, and just keep it at that. And enjoy the festivities. Have fun. It's a class reunion. And you don't want to, but make sure you explain to your husband, I don't want to get into how y'all used to date back in the day, because you used to be married to this woman. I don't want to hear none of that. But just come and enjoy yourself. Be nice to her. Hey, don't show it to you around your house. Just let her enjoy it. Girl, let me look at your bedroom. But in a situation like that right there, yeah, let her come. It's a class reunion. I'm sure whatever y'all got planned, it'll be outside or whatever, or however y'all got it planned. But then make sure you appreciate your husband for coming to you and asking because you're making the decision. He's not making the decision for you. He asked you, do you want her to come, or do you not want her to come? He gave you that choice. And I'm talking about, I respect him for that. Don't treat him bad for that. That's what sometimes we mess up. We go off on somebody about something that they're really trying. Because I'm telling you, a lot of men wouldn't care. They'll be like, it's just my class reunion. What you tripping about? But he came to you and he asked you, are you okay? Give him some love for that. Respect him for that, because he didn't have to do that. Jamario says, same thoughts, Joe. Come meet and greet and keep it moving. Simple as that. That's all you got to do. Nothing in the world is wrong with that. All right, guys, that's it. So that's my answer to the young lady. Allow her to come. As long as she respect your home, respect your husband, and respect you, allow her to come. Simple as that. And to be honest with you, she may not even show up. She may feel uncomfortable herself. She may say, so the invitations are sent, coordinator has sent everything out. She may not even come. So, but he's telling you just in case she do come. So y'all, this is what couples are supposed to do. You're supposed to talk about stuff. Just don't spring it on your wife. She just pop up. Just don't, so I like the way you guys are handling that. I really do like the way you guys are handling that. I like that. All right, guys. Are you ready for the second topic? We're on our second topic. We moving, y'all. We moving. If you're ready, say ready for the second topic. Awesome. And while we getting ready for our second topic, guys, I'm going to play an advertisement minute, and I will be back in just a second. Don't go nowhere. I'll be right back. We'll be on our second one.
Get ready, Camden, Arkansas, and surrounding areas. The Greater Bradley District Association presents the Greater Bradley District Choir 50th celebration. When? Sunday, July 10th, Time, 3 o'clock p.m. Place, Greater New Calvary, Church of God in Christ, 3150 Highway 7, South Camden, Arkansas. And guess what? This is a free, yes, free event featuring Emmy Award-winning, Dove Award-winning, and #1 Billboard Gospel Hits artist, Ernest Pugh. You don't want to miss this great worship experience. So get there early and don't be late. We will see you there.
All right, guys. This event, a free event that's coming up this weekend. Okay, let's get into this. We're ready for our second topic, guys. So let's get into our second topic. It's going to be a good one. This is a good topic right here, guys. So, all right, we're bringing the music all the way down. Topic says, woman writes, Joe, I went out to the club with a friend of mine and her boyfriend with her fiance. While we were out, my friend and her boyfriend were drinking and I wasn't. On the way home, I was driving. My best friend's fiance was in the back seat, reaching around, touching on me and saying very explicit things. I kept driving and pushing his hands away. We made it to their place and I got them in the house. Now, may I add, the girl, her best friend was asleep when this went on. That wasn't added in there. The best friend was asleep in the car. While the best friend was asleep, her fiance was reaching around, trying to touch on her. Okay, she said, I kept driving and kept pushing his hands away. We made it to their place, and I got them in their house, and I drove myself home. Well, Joe, the next day, I decided to give him a pass because he was drunk. Well, Joe, weeks has went by, and I happened to run into him on yesterday. The first thing out of his mouth was, hey, I'm sorry for doing what I was doing in the car that night. We went out. Joe, I figured he was drunk, and I didn't know what he was doing, so I didn't mention it to my best friend, but obviously I was wrong. So do I mention this to her or let it go? So they went out. She was a third wheel. They went to a club. Her best friend and fiance was out at the club. They was drinking, got drunk. She was a driver. On the way home, he decided to cop him some feels on her. She pushing his hand, but she gave him a pass because he was drunk. Her best friend was knocked out. So she got him home. She gave him a pass. She's, I'm not going to mention anything. I'm just going to let it, he was drunk. So, a couple of weeks later, she runs into him. And when she do, he brought it up. He was telling her, hey, I'm sorry how I was acting. I was drunk or whatever. So she said, wait a minute. Now, if you was that drunk, you shouldn't have remembered what you did. But she didn't tell her friend. So now she's like, should I go back and mention this to my girl? Now that I realize he knew what he was doing, what do I do? That's pretty deep, ain't it, Jamario? So, you out with your friends, so you didn't tell because you figured he was drunk. He was drunk. I got an answer for this, though. I'm going to see what you guys say. Let it go. One pass. Next time, it will be a habit. That's when you bust his head. Bust his head. I've been drunk before. I've drank before. I can remember what I'm doing. I'm sorry. I mean, I might have been intoxicated, but I knew exactly what I was doing. I mean, drinking some wine or something back in the day, So she figured because he was intoxicated, she was going to give him a pass. So first, I'm going to ask you ladies that. I'm going to ask you guys that. because a person is intoxicated, do you give him a pass because he's intoxicated, ladies? If your best friend husband is touching on you and he's drunk and she's asleep, do you give him a pass because you say, well, this dude don't know what he's doing, he drunk? Do you give him a pass? That's my question. You're tuned in to Facebook Hottest Live Show. We're on our second topic of the morning, and that is the question, do you give him a pass? Do you say, you drunk? What the nigga say? Yeah, yell on it. The nigga said she gonna tell it. Hey, hold on. Hold on, let's see. Let it go, because if you tell her now, she is going to want to know why are you just not telling her this? Why did you let it pass? But a drunk don't lie. Hey, Margie says no pass. Let's see what Jamario says. I think he got too comfortable. He knew what he was doing. Nip that in the bud. Lady, tell it so it can be addressed. If not, it'll happen again. Then how far will it go? How far will it go? What's up, Sandra? Jackson, my kinfolk. So, Sandra, let me ask you, Sandra, if you out with your best friend and her fiance, Sandra, and they get to drinking and he get drunk, and your best friend drinks, she get drunk, she pass out, but her fiance is trying to touch on you. Would you tell her as soon as she able to listen to you, or would you give him a pass because he drunk? Would you give him a pass because he drunk? Would you be like, he didn't know what he was doing? Let me tell you how to handle this. Let me tell you exactly. Let me see what my cousin gonna say, but I'm gonna tell you how to handle this. Then we got to get out of here. Check it out. Regardless if he's drunk or not, as soon as your friend sobered up, you should have been telling her. I don't know what got into your husband the other night, but girl, he was trying to touch me. He was grabbing on me and everything. At least you told her. And let her, it ain't your job to give him a pass. It's her job to give him a pass. Because she might have been, that man, he drunk. I don't know, he don't know. Let her, you don't give him a pass. It's not your job to give him a pass. It's her job to give him a pass. You tell your best friend what went on. Now you done waited a week or two, whatever, how long it's been. Now, you know, you still got to tell her. You still need to tell her, because just like Jamario said, like he said, you know, hey, he told you, you didn't even have to bring it up, so he knew what he was doing. So if you don't say nothing, you know what he's going to think? He going to think you might be cool with it. You might be cool with it, but I'm going to tell you what you do. When he came to you with it, you should have just went slap off, and you should say, I don't roll like that. I don't play like that. The only reason why I come out and say nothing because your stupid self was drunk. But you keep your hands off of me. And I'm going to tell your friend, I'm going to tell my friend about you, because you shouldn't have done that. Only reason I didn't say nothing because she was drunk, you was drunk. But I'm going to make sure I let her know what you do when you're drunk. You just gotta make sure he understand that you not okay with it. You're not okay with it. You just want to make sure he understand you're not okay with it. Simple as that. Simple as that, because, you know, hey, because I'm telling you in his mind, he might even go tell one of his homeboys or anything. So you need to make sure he know it's not okay. Tanika says, I would hit those brakes so fast and cause a biggest scene. What are you doing? Y'all, that happened to me before. I'm not lying. I'm telling y'all, it happened to me before. Actually, this happened to me twice. I gave a guy a ride, him and his girl. And the guy had been drinking. And his girl was rubbing on me while I was driving. Y'all, I ain't lying. They car had broke down and I gave him a ride. And while I'm driving, y'all, she was all under the seat trying to rub on my chest. Now he over there on the driver's side, drunk as a skunk. She in the back seat, rubbing all on my chest. I mean, she all under this arm, just rubbing all on. I'm driving. I'm like, I'm driving, and she just saying all kind of crazy stuff, y'all. I'm wobbling across the road. I'm like, man, that has happened to me before. I promise y'all, that has happened to me before. You know, I am dead serious. That has happened to me before. Let me see. Tanika says, drunk or not, he done what he wanted to do when he's sober. There you go. But cowardly. Bump that tail on his butt. Simple as that. Simple as that. I'm telling y'all, that make friendships go crazy. I'm telling you, it make friendships go really crazy. And I'm gonna ask the ladies on here right now. Would you rather your friend tell you immediately or tell you later on? Women, would you rather your best friend tell you something your man did to her immediately or later on? You a woman, you know when you should be told. How do you value your friendship? Okay, everybody says immediately. You want to be told immediately. Because later on when you tell something, you may even think, no, I'm not even going to say it. What do you think if they wait later on? What I'm gonna see if we all on the same page. What do you think if she decides to tell it later on? What do you think in your mind? If she come to you 2 weeks later and say, girl, you know when he was in the car, he was drunk. You know what he did? If she what goes on in a woman's mind if your best friend come and tell you this 2 weeks later? I'm not gonna say what you're thinking. I'm just gonna ask you. Okay, Sandra says, tell me immediately because I'm singing like a canary. Simple as that. All right, hiding the fact she had to decide if she liked it. That's exactly That's exactly what I'm saying. That's exactly what I know a woman would think. You must have liked it then. If you didn't tell me, you must have liked it. No, I didn't like it. I just didn't want to cause no problem. I mean, but why are you telling it now? When all the reason you telling me now because he let you know that he knew what he was doing. You should have told me as soon as I was sober enough to listen to you. You should have told me. That's what best friends do. Simple as that. That's what best friends do. You know. And one thing, guys, I'm gonna bring this music down. I want to say this to women and to men. You know, I understand that there are private things that women talk about. You know, my wife may have a friend that has told her something private. That's not my business. My wife may have a friend that has disclosed something to her that's so private that she only trusts my wife to know. That ain't my business. And I'm not going to get mad at my wife if my wife don't tell her because one of my friends maybe done told me something about him that's very private. There's some things I don't share with my wife. I don't share that. No, because I love my wife and yeah, I share things with her. But if this man is telling me something so private, I'm changing the subject a little bit because I talked about this with somebody and they didn't agree with that. Oh, I tell my wife everything. I don't tell my wife if one of my guy friends is telling me something private. It could be something he's dealing with health-wise. It could be something sexually he's dealing with. Why am I going to go and that ain't my wife's business. So but you don't do that. You know, I don't. If a woman tell my wife now, if my wife decide to share something with me, that's on her. If I decide to share something with her, that's on me. But if my wife got a friend and she go to my wife to console my friend and tell her something very privately that's going on with her health wise or whatever, that's not my business. That's not my business. And if if my wife happened to bring it up, why you didn't tell me? That ain't my business. That's between her and her friend. Do y'all understand? Do that make sense to y'all? Do that make sense? Because there's a lot of people out there that feel like, well, that's your wife. You could tell. Yeah, I can't tell my wife anything. Yeah, I'm a husband. She can't tell me anything. But if I got a man who's having some problems, I don't need to go share it. That man will be embarrassed as he thought I told my wife that about him. And I think that's wrong when men do that. That's just my opinion. That's my opinion about it. I don't know how y'all feel about that right there. But me and this person was talking about this. And so, so husband and wife don't tell each other everything. No, and I don't want to know your friend's problems. If your friend or somebody you call a close friend of yours has told you something private and is about her health, about anything, it ain't my business. And I shouldn't get upset with you if you don't tell me. What she tell you? Oh, you can't tell me. It ain't that woman want to share that with my wife. That's my wife and that woman's stuff. That ain't got nothing to do with me. Same thing if I had one of my fishing buddies share something with me. And if I decide not to share that with my wife, that ain't my wife's business. I'm just keeping it 100. That's the way. But because I'm gonna tell you something. I'm like this. Okay, baby. All right, because I'm like this right here. I'm like this. If somebody you can share things with your wife about somebody, and your wife might look at that person differently. You can share things with your husband about your girlfriend. Now your husband may look at her differently. So certain things you just don't tell if they think it's private. If they trust you enough to tell you, I don't believe in telling that. I respect them enough not to bring that up. That's the way I look at that. I look at that. If they ask me, Joe, can I tell you this in confidence? And especially if it's something health-wise, they privately like that, you don't go home, hey, baby, so-and-so, he ain't able to do nothing. How you like for somebody go tell their wife that, man, Joe, he ain't able to do nothing. He ain't able to do nothing. Boy, she see you, your friend wife see you be talking about, God bless the child. God bless the child. It has his own. You sitting there like, what's she talking about? He done told on you. She looking at you talking about, I'm gonna pray for you. What your wife talking about? He done went on. I don't know what she talking about. You done went on. You done went home and told her you ain't able to do nothing. Joe ain't able to do nothing. You don't do that to nobody. Don't do that. Y'all gotta cut out of here, guys. Hey, guys, if you enjoy the Joe Show, guys, always you can donate to # Joe Show Brazil. I'll see you guys back here on Friday morning. Love you guys. Thank you guys for all your comments. I appreciate you guys so much. Y'all be careful out there. Peace. Joe Show out. Love y'all.